Alright, so today we're going to be playing the LT-432, guys. I really like this vehicle. I have almost 1,000 battles in the LT-432 up to this point, and we hold a 53% win rate in this vehicle, which is very low. I don't know why that is. I average about a 56.5, 57% win rate. That's what I average in the even 90. And for whatever reason, in the Hawk 30 and the LT-432, two of the vehicles that I play the most of, like I play a lot and feel like they're very powerful light tanks, I seem to have a lower win rate. I'm really not sure why that is, but it is the case. Could just be a luck thing, or perhaps I don't play these vehicles as good as I think I do, but I average about 1,200 damage in the LT-432, and I average about 1,073 spotting. And recently, I've been playing this tank kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my stats have been going down in the LT-432. Again, it could just be that some of the games I'm getting into are not great, but I'm pretty sure I used to average like 2,400 combined in this vehicle, like a little more than this, like maybe 2,400, and it's definitely gone down. I know the damage has gone down a little bit, but we're going to try and make it work. I run this thing with optics, and then I have the modified configuration and the CVS and the scouting slot. Now, the modified configuration is your call. I've had a couple of questions on this. Why are you wasting a slot for modified configuration? I'm telling you guys, this was even recommended by Skill for LTU. This vehicle is a matchbox. You can look at the percentages of being lit on fire, but I'm telling you, like 1 of every 5 times I'm hit in this vehicle, I get lit on fire. So I run the modified configuration and just drop the low noise exhaust. I have maximum concealment, which gets me 38, close to 39% concealment, which is enough for me. Considering that this vehicle can go hull down, I don't really mind it as much. But if I'm on Prokhorovka, Malinovka, maybe Muravanka, maybe Westfield, I can always just go like this. And I have the exact same setup, but with the low noise exhaust here instead. And that's how I run it. I do have the firepower slot, but I don't use it. I could stick vents in there if I want to, but I don't feel like it's worth it. And that's really all with this vehicle. I do have situational awareness, recon, concealment, brothers in arms, like all these things going on over here. And the view range actually isn't anything crazy on this tank. I just noticed that. Like, the view range is not phenomenal. I, of course, run it with rations. And that's all, guys. But this vehicle is very good at going hull down. This 0.33 dispersion, I swear this is a lie. Like, you guys know how these statistics with the vehicles work sometimes. But I swear to you, man, like, this tank does not have this dispersion. I've missed so many shots with this vehicle. Like, there's some hidden statistic that Wargaming always throws in here, and I feel like they do that to balance this tank. Because honestly, the 160 millimeters of turret armor can be quite trollish as a light tank, and maybe that's why they do it, but I'm telling you, like, I missed so many shots in this stupid tank. Alright, so we're going to get into the games, guys. And again, the modified configuration, man, I'm telling you, that modified configuration is vital. So, and here we go. So I might end up running the, the one without modified configuration for this game. So let me hydrate real quick, guys. I'm going to go on mute for a second, and then we'll get going. All right, so I'm thinking, let's just do this. And I also run the optical calibration, which should get us up to like 480 view range. And I'm going to try for the hill. I think it's worth it in this one. I really like making this play now. I like to try, actually we could make like an active run here. Let's just try an active run. Hopefully we can live through it. Kind of come up like this, okay. Do something like that. Don't break the track in the meantime. Yeah, look at that, 257 had a really good shot. Okay, doesn't appear to be worth it. None of my teammates got shots and we lose HP from it. But LT-432 is very likely in this bush, because I got spotted pretty early on, even with low noise exhaust. We can always consider blind firing that bush. I'm going to try and get up here. Yeah, their 257 hit a really good shot there, man. I was surprised he was that far up already. And let's try this bush, guys. I hope I'm not here too late. Let's see. Okay, Boris is up here. Just gonna run away from this guy. We did actually get a little bit of spotting. I didn't expect the Boris to be up here. Let me run this way. I don't want to get hit by anybody. And the LT-432 is indeed in the standard bush, which would make sense to me. So let's hope Boris kind of drove away from here. I'm going to take this bush, come all the way out like this, and then come in like this. If I knock down this tree, that's fine. I'm going to get in like this. But yeah, Boris making that play is not that surprising. In fact, it might even be almost a good thing that we made that play. Because, or I should say we made the active scout run here in the middle. Because if I got up there when the Boris got up there, then we would have lost HP to the Boris, you know, so we'll sit here for now. We'll see if we can spot anything. Our Boris is in a really good area, so he's probably going to spot anything that I would spot sitting here. And in fact, I'm almost thinking about, at this point, trying to take some blind shots into the standard bush. Where's that bush? Okay. Okay. He gets lit anyway, so didn't have to. See if we can eliminate this guy from the game. No? Okay, he did. He got him. Alright, I think at this point, we're advancing enough where I can probably make this play. Let me see if I get lit here real quick from this area. No. I think... yeah, I think we can make this play with the Boris at this point. I think our team is much better than them, and it's time to advance. You guys know how passive I like to be, but I think we kind of own this entire game right now. Boris is doing all the spotting for me. Let's see if we're lit here. No, we can just sit right here at the edge of this bush. We'll kind of just wait for the hill to win, and then we can advance and clean up the rest of this team. But we'll sit here for now and see what we can light, if anything. Question mark, 480 view range with CVS. And this is why I tell you guys, there are some plays that I make, like, I could have made this exact same play in a different game and have 4,000 spotting by now, right? But we're spotting nothing, even sitting in this bush. Like, look how close we are to the enemy team and stuff. So what we're going to do is wait for the 257 to be eliminated. The Boris is kind of rushing this. I'd rather wait for these guys to win and start coming down the hill. Here's Leo. Beautiful. Okay, and once these guys start coming down the hill, then we're going to go. I'm just going to do this so people know I'm going to go. We just want to wait for at least the Conqueror and the T-34 to get down here. Okay, the tank destroyers are also moving up. There's no rush, guys. We have 9 minutes in this game, right? There's only 5 people left on their team. Okay, and now we're going to go for it. There's G-Sor. Borisk is in the mid. G-Sor doesn't even have me lit here. Looking for one more waffle. There he is. There's the arty. Turn away from the arty like this. Okay. There's the other waffle. We bounced him. Beautiful. Getting hit by the arty. Okay, we'll hit this guy again. Okay, he missed again. The waffle. And that's the game, guys. 2K spotting there at the end. But again, no rush. Don't ever rush. Like, we absolutely stomped this team. There's no reason to rush in before we're ready. This is why I wait for everyone. See how I waited for everyone to kind of get ready? And then it's an easy cleanup of the team because everyone has the shots, right? So we're kind of lucky to have bounced the waffle there, but I think we probably would have got almost the same amount of spotting anyway because we were able to clean up that team so fast. So we'll just apply this. 953 damage, guys. 2K spotting. That's like 3K combined. I don't mind that. I would like to usually get a little bit more on that map, but it is what it is, and we'll move on. Some games, you know, certain plays you make just don't work, man. We tried a few different areas. We tried making a quick active scout run instead of getting in the standard bush because I'm not really a fan of the standard bush anymore. I like to branch out and try different plays, but we made an active scout run. Wasn't really worth it at the beginning. Then we went up to the hill. We only got a couple hundred spotting out of that. Stayed in my other bush. I didn't spot anybody there. Went up to the next bush. Didn't spot anybody there. So, like, this is how the games go sometimes, guys. I like to show you just regular, like, random, average, everyday games, right? Like, there's no reason for me to play a really, really, really good game and just show you guys the really good one. And in fact, Skill for LTU did a poll on his YouTube page and asked, would you guys like to see 3 really good games or 3 average, like everyday games? And like 90% or more of people said, I want to see the ones over here. I want to see the average, like everyday games because I want to see what we're going to get into, right? As the viewer, you want to see what you're going to get into. And I think it's helpful. Like, I know a lot of people, I did a poll recently too, and it seemed like, actually it wasn't recently, it was probably over a year ago, and I think I only got about 7 answers, but most people wanted to see replays actually over live sessions. However, I like to bring you guys a live session here and there because in my eyes, well, you're seeing real games, right? I'm going to handpick certain games that are really, really good for the channel. But when I play live sessions, I don't want to mix and match, guys, and I don't want to do any cuts and stuff like that. I don't like really to edit my videos. I can do it if I want to, but... Okay, evens here. Gonna knock him out of that bush. With the LT-432, you can almost do this. It just depends. If someone gets like right here, it doesn't really work, but... Try this for now. And I want to keep the even out of this bush. That's the goal. We don't want the even getting into this bush, or otherwise my tank destroyers back here are going to get like automatically lit. There he is again, see? He knows what he's doing, man. He's trying, but he's not going to be able to make that play work. Not with me sitting here. Skoda's trying to poke there too. Both of these guys are trying to poke here to get shots. Not going to allow it. And if we get whacked by TD, well, then we have to kind of move away from here. Like, this is a kind of risky play. If a tank destroyer gets like here, it gets risky, man. But I need to, you know, make a play to basically defend my tank destroyers against these light tanks. They're going to get lit here, so... But with a light, like a, I'm sorry, not a light tank, a short tank, like a tank that's kind of down to the ground well, you can manage this pretty well. But the even 90 is doing good to adjust to it. And the arty hasn't targeted me yet. I haven't heard him target me yet, so That's a good thing. Like, this is kind of rare not to get targeted by Artie. Even if he targeted me once, I could kind of do like this real quick. Come back up. There's Char. That's why I'm staying right here. Just hit the even with an HE shell there, and that's perfect, because then this G-Sword is able to clean him up with just one more instead of two. What the Shard is doing here is kind of risky if they still have heavies here, but he's making it work, so it's good on him. Now I'm going to see... Let's do a little spot check here. I don't think I'm getting lit here, so I think I try and make this play like this. Just sit right here, and with 39% concealment, we should be fine here from these other people. So spot the TVP. There's the TVP. Let's see if people can get shots into this guy. Okay, that's fine. At least he backs down. We can take a shot at this Concept 1B, but I think it would break my camo. With everyone in the back, I'd rather just sit here and kind of wait and be the eyes for my team for the A line. If this guy gets to a one-shot, okay. If he gets to a time or an amount of HP where I can clean him up, then I will do so, but I got someone right in here. And it's very challenging to spot this, guys. That's why I kind of wait. I wait for everyone to push in. Like, we're going to win this game as well, but I wait for everyone to push in first. So now Char is here. We have 10 minutes, guys. Like, I never rush these things. I kind of just hang out. I'll just say wait for City to win, because they're not being threatened by these people here. See, I'm spotting the Char. We could even run down in there and help with the A phase, but I think these guys got it, man. And I'd rather stay here and be the eyes for my team. Again, like I said. Again, TVP. I'm just going to take a shot at this guy now. Pull back. I'm not spotted. And now we'll go in for it, guys, because I think these guys are starting to retreat. And I like to come way to the side like this. Come out all the way to the red line. If you get spotted, you do a little wiggle wiggle, shimmy shimmy. Then pop up in here. Come all the way to the back. Get right in here. Bounce the TVP even though it has no armor. No, it's fine. Use this hill to your advantage. Udez is here, apparently. Okay. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Okay, Char's here. I'm just going to use the Udez as cover. There we go. This is why having a hold down light tank is kind of OP. These guys are kind of going right through me. Okay, Waffle's here. Gonna go to HE for that shot, and then we just have to deal with the Ferdinand. Okay, he's dead. 1844 damage, guys, 3k spotting. And there you go. That's how I like to do Erlenberg. I think that's a perfect example of Erlenberg. We're having some good games here for a change. Like, man, yeah, like my team was always the one getting stomped, but it looks like the session has started well. We'll play one more game, see what we can get into, but this is how I like to play Erlenberg and really any map. I like to be patient, guys. Just wait. Like, we're winning the game. We're stomping this team. Just kind of wait for things to pan out first, right? Like, see what happens, and then if you have to retreat, you can retreat as well. So we're top here by experience. Again, 1844, 3007. A beautiful game for Erlenberg, and we'll move on, guys. So let's play one more. But yeah, you can see, like, I was down to like 77% on the mark on this vehicle. The games I was getting into were just awful. And then we've had two pretty good games, man, so I really can't complain. 6k WTR, that's beautiful. 1400 damage and 2500 spotting. Yeah, like if I can get that consistently, I mean, we'd 3-mark this thing, no problem, right? Even with even the LT-432. But the reality of this game is that not every game is like that, you know? I feel like usually most of the time you're going to get a lot more out of a game where you're advancing, and then we get Paris. So I feel like you usually get more out of a game where you're advancing than when you're losing, for sure. All right, we have a couple options here. I might just go out to the north. With the LT-432, you can kind of get aggressive in the mid, but they have an enemy even 90. I won't outspot this guy. No way. I'm just going to try this. Spot the T-103 at least. Okay, Scorpion saw the trees get knocked, so getting hit there. That's very rare. Like, I can't remember the last time that someone actually knew I was doing that, but it is what it is. It'd be really nice if the Lorraine would actually shoot one of those people that we lit, but... Lost half my HP ready to the Scorpion G, and this is why I don't like Paris, guys. Like, there's just nowhere else to go on this map, you know? Trying to get some concealment for yourself. Scorpion's actually smart enough to see that I knocked down some trees. That's wild. Okay, I'm spotted right here. Which would mean the even 90 is likely somewhere near this area. Could be also the KPZ. Maybe, perhaps, I'm not sure. I'm scared that the even 90 is going to light me somehow here. He must be in this area somewhere. I'm not getting spotted, though. It could have been the KPZ, actually. Just hope we don't get blind fired. Spot the Iron Arnie. And yeah, I could just be really bad at Paris, guys, but I've never been a fan of this map. I like despise this map. Every single time I play on this map, I never have a good game. Like, I can't remember the last time I played this map and did more than, like, 2,000 combined. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it kind of depends on the tank you're in, but I'm always in lights, so... I did have a good game going north in the LHM-TV once. Like, sitting here, I did almost 3,000 damage, but I think that's a exception to the rule. This boar is going to get me shot. This is kind of a map where I feel like you have to use your gun, man. Like, I should probably just be where the T-28 prototype is or something and trying to shoot people. There's just nowhere to go hold down or anything like that either. I really just have to wait for, like, your other tanks to do something. You know what I mean? Like, this... I feel like with this particular map, you just... There's nothing you can do until the game is about over safely, you know? That's kind of how I feel about this map. But I think I might try and do something here. KPZ is still there. I'm going to run away like this. Kind of. I'm going to try for the North Rock and kind of try and advance here, maybe. Let's see if I can get out here. Without getting shot. Nope. Don't shoot me, Sue. There's the even. Okay, wasn't me who spotted him, but that's fine. Where is the KPZ now? Man, it's such a good thing that that Sioux or Forest Spirit, same thing, went that way. Otherwise, he would have probably whacked me here. But you guys see what I mean about this map, man? Like, maybe I just don't understand the map very well, but I can never do anything on this map. Like, I just don't know what I can do here safely. If the KPZ has retreated, no, he's still there. I was going to say, if he retreated, then I might actually have a chance to do something here, but... Good luck, man. Even 90 could YOLO me here in theory and just clean me up. Come on, come back. Yeah, this map, man, like I can never do anything on this map, guys. And this is what I mean, like it really depends. Like there's so many factors that goes into having a good session in a light tank. If you get Malinovka and Prokhorovka in the same session, like dude, you're gonna profit heavily. But then you get freaking Paris and you have the team that melts off the map. Like we all went to the mid and everybody melted. And I would run away from here, but I think the KPZ at this point would light me. This T-28's in a terrible area, man, because he's just going to get wrecked by, like, the even, or whatever else is back there. Like, I'd rather be at the base right now, trying to kind of defend. Now we just have to kind of hold off here for as long as we can. That's it. That's all we can do. Okay. Force Spirit bounces me. I'll take it, man. Whatever. Actually sit here, which is nice. Almost had him. But yeah, this is what happens to me on Paris, guys. So yeah, could probably play the mid. Maybe really good light tank players understand how the mid works and could do better and all that. But like this is what happens to me on Paris. This is why I just block Paris. I mean, you could say I'm bad at the map. I would accept that. I can't stand Paris because this is what happens every time I'm on the map. Luckily, we get one blind into the KPZ. So I actually hit this guy for a total of 5 shots. I feel like that math is, no, that's correct. 5 times, 847 damage. We had 4 spots here. We didn't get any assist damage on the couple of tank destroyers we spotted. We spotted the Iron Arnie too. We didn't get anything on him. We spotted the Forest Spirit. We didn't get anything on him. So this is what happens to me on this map. I personally, like, if I could block a third map, it would very, very likely be Paris or Pilsen. But I would really think Paris would be the third I would block. Like, I'd literally rather be on almost any other map, you know? Like, even Runeberg would be better than Paris for me. That's just the way I see it. Maybe you guys have good games on Paris, but I do not get Paris at all. I just don't get it. If I'm playing a heavy, that's different, but with light tanks, like, I can never do anything on this map. So we get 847 damage, which unfortunately is going to bring us down a bit combined, but we still get 1214 damage and 1678 assist out of this. Let me calculate this real quick. 1214, 1678. That's almost 2900 combined, guys. So not a bad game, or session, I should say, at all. I mean, we're in between on this vehicle. We're in between 85 and 95%, maybe like 89% or so. We would be on the mark if we kept this score up. So I'm not upset with that at all. And here you go, guys. This is the LT-432, and once again, if you have a third map to block freaking Paris, man. Trust me, you guys are going to be better off. Alright, that's all, guys, for the LT-432. I hope you enjoyed. Do sub if you're enjoying the content and learning from it, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.